Oh yeah. Let me take you to the games room, because we're having some fun and games. It's the old electrics, converting this the Mini to the Nissan 1.4 K11 engine. I'll show you what we got. I've got a pool table under there somewhere that's covered in bits of loom. Table fuzzball, and running down the floor there we've got more bits of loom. Just got to watch where I tread. And then coming round the corner, apologies, I've slipped. We've got more loom. So yeah, I've already cut that one down. But we've got some stuff to help. We've got the Dead Sea Scrolls here, this big long, very hard to find wiring diagram for the 1.4 coil pack engines, and that goes all the way along there with all the different wiring harnesses connected together. You can see connections between harnesses here and here, which reflect what's on the floor over there. We've got some updated charging, updated starting, some other more concentrated parts of the loom, and then we've got some helpful pictorial parts here with reference to these numbers are on the back. So we got some help. I'm just going to try and make it work now. I'll start labelling this loom up, see if I can figure out what is what. Oh yeah, right, we're back on this Micra loom. I've managed to strip down most of the things I can off it. I'll turn you around and have a look. That there is the basic shape of the loom. Looks like a crab. It forms a loop around the engine, going through the bulkhead in two places, and then you've got offshoots going to the rear of the car and the 2 or the 4 doors for speakers and electric windows and all that kind of thing. So in front of us there we've got the circle going around the engine, and there's a few legs coming off it, going to different bits and pieces. But yeah, I've pretty much blindly and luckily managed to figure out what's going on. You recognise that comes off the positive battery. We've then got these few little engine fuse box there and a little relay box there, which I'm presuming are going to be right next to the battery in the Micra engine bay. You've got some headlight things and repeater lights on the wings going there. Back through the bulkhead of the car, connecting there. I've managed to label all these up with reference to that wiring diagram there. What do we come on to now? We come on to things like the keyless unit, which must be to do with central locking. We've got things like the blower fan, the wiper motor. I haven't got a clue what that one is. We've got a big question mark on that one. I think it's the only one I couldn't figure out what it was, if anybody knows. It comes round to a fork in the road here. We've got the instrument cluster there on that one. It then shoots off to the things like the diagnostic plug there, up to the ignition barrel there, which has got things like airbags, wipers, indicators, etc. It's got the NATS key in there. Hopefully that still works. You see NATS on the key there. You've got a super lock box. I don't really know what super lock is. We've then got the internal fuse panel there with some whatever you call them there. What they're called? It's gone out of my head. Oh, you know what I mean. Yeah, and then it carries on back round to the battery. There's the ECU. We've got some connector blocks there which connects the loom together. All these were separate when I got it, so I didn't even know that these things connected together. I just had bits and bobs of looms everywhere. Yeah, so that was the engine loom connector. There's all kinds of things here. Brake pedal switch. We'll go back around the other side. Then we come on to the actual one off the engine. So we've got all the spark plugs, injectors. What we've got here, heated oxygen sender front. What the hell's one of them? Engine coolant, water temperature sensor, crankshaft position sensor, speed sensor, the second oxygen sensor, IVAC ACC valve, throttle position sensor, sensors for everything, camshaft position sensor, crank position sensor, back through the bulkhead, and then to get to where we were before, the ECU. So yeah, somehow I've got to squash all that into a minute. And yeah, so in comparison next to it, we've got the standard mini loom. Not so much of a loop, this one, more of a string, more of a straight line. So you've got all the bits in the engine bay there, which is hardly anything. Your horn and your alternator, the coil and the dizzy. Coming up to the fuse box there. Then it kind of comes up to behind the clocks in that area. You've got your central clocks there with your bulbs, your voltage stabiliser. Then it comes off to the area of your ignition switch and the dash mounted wiper switch, would you believe. Then it goes up to the steering column for the stalk, probably a single stalk on that one, looking at it. Then you're coming up to where it connects to the rear loom. There are some bits down there for the wiper motor. It then makes its way through the car to the door switches and the internal light, which are those purple wires there. It carries on through the car, up across the clamp rail above your head in the roof, down through to the fuel tank sender, the rear lights, and it looks like I've got that black and white lead there. That looks like I've got an electric fuel pump cable live, and then number plate wiring there at the very end. But in comparison, this mini loom is like nothing of it. So the question is, do I try and stitch this one into that one to get things like lights working? That's my quandary at the moment. Do I bother trying to utilise some of this, or do I try and extend some of this back and try and couple indicators and wipers and lights and things like that to it? Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I can get that in the car in a minute. I know it's been done before. But do I try and stitch a mini one with it, or do I try and bugger around trying to find which of those wires does what? Because some of them are just redundant, electric windows and central locking and all that type of thing. Most of them are dead. So I have got some dead ends on this. So that's definitely a big bunch of dead ends. Where was the other bunch of dead ends? Yeah, there's another bunch over there cut off, going to areas which I don't really have anything to go to. And I mean, so yeah, there's the loop, there's the shape. Do I use that? Don't I use it? Food for thought. Thanks for watching. Here I am again. Yeah, not very interesting unless you're doing this type of project, I know, but I suppose you're going to be going through these quandaries on any engine conversion mini, especially when you've got no real vehicle electrical experience, which I haven't. All the minis I've had those types of looming. You know, there's I've not had a mini with a relay on. Never had one. I've only had 70s minis. So yeah, all these relays and things on this are all voodoo to me. Well, thanks for watching. Thumbs up, thumbs down, all that kind of thing. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye.